are going to be playing Tyranny today because I'm cold, to be honest. Right now, I am sitting in a rather cold house, to say the least. I have a heater on. I've had it on for a few days. It's been snowing. For the area I'm in, it's heavily snowing. Like, it could be a lot worse. I know a lot of places have far worse snow than where I live. But it's pretty bad for you. Also, my camera is... Camera's at like a weird angle. So yeah, that is the thing. I'm not quite snowed in anymore, which is nice. Apologies about no stream yesterday. It should. I mean, I fixed everything in the house that prevented me streaming yesterday. That and the fact that I'm not going to pass out today, which is basically what it was. Yesterday, apologies for not streaming yesterday. I was exhausted. All the fatigue over the past few weeks has just like caught up with me all at once, and I just basically passed out when I was supposed to stream. So apologies. Everything should hold up today though, quite fine. So should be no trouble. Now let's get into the game. We just were a big shiny hero and saved a small baby child from being violently murdered. So I think we're doing pretty well, all things considered. I also got probably one of the best named achievements ever. It was called Lawyered for doing that. I am extremely excited for tonight's D&D game, yes. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in a good mood. I'm about to get... If my mum's car can actually get home, I'm gonna get blueberry muffins for tonight's stream, for tonight's game, which should be fun. And I'm gonna play Tyranny, and Tyranny is a fantastic game. So I'm always excited. I'm excited for the D&D as well because we get to figure out what we're supposed to be doing. Did Sirin get a wound again? I actually can't remember.
On it.
Okay. Let us continue on. I have no idea. I am looking forward to finding out what actually happened in that. Okay, so where are we supposed to go? I think we're supposed to go to Iron Hearth and protect Amelia? I've got a feeling we'll be protecting Amelia because her dad is not going to be happy with us. Oh! You're my lad. The keep is safe in our hands. Repairs are already underway. Awesome. Oh, this is our new base! Sweet! That's how we actually get base of operations here. That's badass, actually. Milan, Ash will want to hear about what we've accomplished here. I'll hang back and oversee repairs of the defences. Oh, do you have something to say? No, you're just an important person. I did check that, didn't I? That's just got, like, camping supplies or something. Oh. I missed that. That means this over here might be thing. It wasn't this box. I'm assuming it's this box. Did I check all these? Or have they got new loot? Yeah, that was camping supplies. I'm assuming this over here is also camping supplies, although if it isn't, it'd be awesome. How close are you to level, actually?
On it.
It's not that. Oh yeah, we couldn't find this one, could we? Oh no, it must be this one. It's this one up here. This actually looks like a pretty decent place now. Yeah, it's camping supplies. Okay, we're good. that's the point actually. Before we do that, let's see if we can talk things over with everyone. You've carved a real knack for yourself by breaking the Overlord's edicts left and right. Whatever turn on paying you for your services, I'd say you're due for a raise. How does it feel not only to have given voice to the Overlord's will, but breaking Karos' magical left and right? I've exposed myself to powers I don't understand. It's just a vision. No movie disclosed before. I've exposed myself to powers I don't understand. The war is about taking risk, and you're putting yourself out there more than anyone. I can't help but respect that. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have a mind for arcane wisdom. I do have what I can to get our little gang through this war, and if it ever looks like your strength is flagging, I'll put you out of your misery and take control. Cheer up.
What do you need?
Okay, I'd say that's fine. Oh. The game didn't crash, good. That's important.
Good day, Fatebinder. It's always nice to see you.
Oh, she smiles and blushes at her.
What do you need?
What do you need? You have a way with words, sir, and way you instructed how to speak things. Of course, one of the only good things came out of my time with Karos was by education. My teachers insisted I be trained the proper way to speak with the royal court. I was frequently mistaken for someone older, so I think I get away with a lot more than I could have otherwise. For their failings, they made sure I was properly educated. My favourite class was learning how to talk to people and to doing what you wanted without using magic. Can you believe that? Why in the world would you risk it? But it was a fascinating subject. And that behooved your unique talents. You can manipulate some of your words about the power you can push. And yet, I just a suggestion. Do you think the class was created solely for my benefit? I mean, I wouldn't put it past Karos if it was. She learned these classes soft. The softest of crests, as her lips brush her hair, want me to teach you a trick or two, but she started her voice as a low buzzing hum before you could form an answer. Words are sounds indiscriminate to the human ear, language not meant to be understood by any but the Archon of Song beyond the breadth of discernment, but indecipherably compelling, binding, gut-wrenching, painful, a single lilt, and euphorically fulfilling the mere in tone later. You blink and realise the buzzy spy tingling murmuring in your ear is fallen silent. Sirin draws back, satisfied sigh, beaming at you. Perfect image of a sigil invocation of the name brand itself depths of your mind. Oh, sigil of emotions! I just got a new trick. Sweet. Expressions I can do. Enrage mind, which causes an ally to fly into furious rage. Gets enraged affliction. End of which they return to the former state. Furious rage gives enraged affliction. Recovery is reduced, health is increased, and will is reduced. Well. So what does this one do? Taunt and jest. Oh, it's a mind spell. By a bolt of harassing enemy through the target with hatred taunting them to attack. By a bolt of energy through the target taunting them to attack. Okay, so there's a ranged taunt, which could be useful. Or slumber. A sleep affliction. Oh, it's a big AoE sleep. One of the minor foes in the area, forcing them to make potions sleep unaffected by the noise of combat attacks from weakeners. That could be useful. But it's no one's high enough will to learn it, because that seems like a good spell. Be quiet and get you some food, not too hungry to focus you. That is fair. I'm getting food later. Ro, get away from that. Get away. Coward! The cat immediately just bolted behind the sofa. Okay. Kilted Shadows, what do you... Kilted Shadows fear 1. Beast from treasure, haunches at your approach, are alert. She greets you with scented flame, nostrils, wide red eyes. Did I not... Okay.
Fatebinder.
Alpha.
Alpha kills in shadow. Fatebinder wants beast woman?
Ah, okay, so it's just because... I do have... Loyalty is the favoured one for that, but... Hey, let's you take a look at... Is it reputations? Yes. Okay, companions. Lantry, I'm slightly more... I'm just on loyalty. Barak is, like, unwaveringly loyal. Verse adores me. That means Verse. orderly, honourable ways. Ebb adores me. Kills in shadows. He's actually slightly more scared of me. Yeah. Syrian loves me. Son of benediction, briefly suppressed the power of Syrian's headdress as over Syrian quickly raised to the end with a single note before the power of crystal returned. Magic clears a random affecting other allies but protects the possible effects. Ooh. Also the paralysis. Press the power of Syrian's headdress as over raised to the air. Okay, so yeah, do you like it? I find it's pretty good.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I told you. That's why I get it. It's actually it's pretty good. it's why I get it, because it tastes basically like full fat milk, I find, but it doesn't screw you over. So I'm assuming I need to go to Iron and a half. I think I need to go and see my master blacksmith at some point to just check up on gear. I want to see if I can find a good like legend. I think I got like a legendary two-handed weapon, or like the schematics to make one. So if it ends up I've got the materials, I'll be quite happy. I'm assuming Amelia is over there, up here. Let's just go check with the other guys. Yeah, you're there. You got anything for me? Welcome back, Faithbinder. There's some questions. Oh no, there's nothing. Nothing too important there. So I'm assuming most of these guys are just like lore bits and bobs. So let's go and see if Amelia's over here. No, she isn't. That's weird. Okay. Okay, this is gonna end badly. Graveness, the great keeps of Sentinel stand is ours. Oh, how I will relish tearing down every vestige of them broken and burying the stand of that corrupt realm. It is a great victory for the disfavoured. What's more, we are delivered from the Edict of Storms. My runners speak of you in glowing terms, though I'm instructing them specifically not to report on your deeds in too much detail. I wanted to hear it, and no one but the source. I would know more about how it felt to stand this edge of this noble overlord's magic dissolves around. Let's talk about Amelia. Okay, favour. You've seen her restored to my keeping. She is safe in Ironheart. In spite of herself, I'm pleased to have her home. He nods and releases a heavy sigh, tension showing his lips over. He is a nice guy! I knew it! He is taken to her quarters, speaks not of what transpired during her imprisonment. I have instructed her guard to offer space to rest and regain her strength. So far, she keeps to herself. She's not sought her father's counsel either. He frowns in deep in thought. You must be wary of your travels. I'm eager to hear your account, but I'll understand if you still need to gather your thoughts. It's a joyous day, one spoiled with impatience. I claim the Ocean Spire. Another spire added to your arsenal. Impressive, but I question what you can do with 2, 3, 7, 8 spires at your command. What can I do with one? Be sure to clue me in once you figure it out. I cannot imagine what Turtle will be interested in as well. Not to mention the voices are at. Like it or not, you have our attention. We will be watching. Let's go with my successor sigils. See the Regent's entire gain average fear. Why do I keep getting fear? I'm a nice person, kills a chef. For fresh air, first as a return to Iron Arm, you managed to accomplish from my forces could not. More importantly, the Vader Carousel got the time. Great stalemate conquest ended. Surely we have earned the favour of Turon Carousel, like every deed. That's important one. I don't really think the rest is important because it's kind of obvious. The favour proves the right to rule these lands. I didn't feel very bind. Not a distinction of breaking the edict, much less simple. It felt like brains were like absorbing it. Strange distinction. Offer some confident assurance that this will. I'd offer you some assurance in the past, but that would be an empty promise. Your actions matter as well cause us to expect more of you than I ever prepared the shoulders of a legal clerk. Living up to our admittedly high expectations will do more than merely get you through this war. There are greater things to come, wasn't there, sir? So what are the next steps? I had to give something. That some info was important though. First things first, my soldiers reported your activities at Blade's grave. They saw it happen. You brought the storms of power that flowed through you like the wind. No one could account for it. But I have my suspicions you're becoming powerful. Perhaps in ways I don't understand. I'm putting a connection between you. Look, I gained law. It gave me skill points, so it's good. Appreciate your honesty and introspection. Still, you walk a dangerous path and would not want it to reflect poorly on the Legion. These are tools beyond the ken of people and Archons alike. Take care that you don't overstep your bounds. Karazaki is someone they always notices. Now that that's out of the way, let us return to the matter of war. Our position in the tiers is strengthened the other day, but there's still much to be done. My efforts to burn the library were successful. My Scarlet Chorus. Forbidden knowledge which requires tell you all. I killed the censor in a gang. Let's not put too much. Tears will not miss that other louse or brood of vermin, neither will I good work. I have the silent archive. You fake pipe, I test you with keeping the archive away from prying eyes. Look clearly here, so I'm sure he recognises a breach of Karaz's law. I check with Torda. Free to safeguard the archive. Save it for 2. If it is adjudicated as well. See, I'm good. They like me, so I can lie. The adjudicators will that I trust it must be so. You take care of that document. An entire guild could scarcely control his powers. Be sure you don't take too much upon yourself. Anything else to report? Oh, god damn it! Mark is well in the contested lands. He can help maintain the peace and ensure that wisdom cells fall no undeserving hands. Anything else to report? That is all. Our next steps. Our advantage against the enemy grow. We cannot miss an opportunity to strike decisive victory against the Archon of Secrets. You have been assisted to unsurpassed value. There's more still to be done. Now there are 2 regions under our control. The favoured presence felt almost throughout all the tiers, as strong as it's ever been. Ash gives you a determined nod, but there's something behind it takes you by surprise. We notice he's gone pale, eyes unfocused. The Archon shakes his head and collects himself, shifts his attention to you, catch momentary confusion directed his gaze as he's trying to work out the last several seconds. Reverse. I saw that look plenty of times. The family far is never a good sign. Someone's getting ready to put out to pasture. Elder Ironclad smells like pain, like sickness. Elder Ironclad smells like pain, like sickness. Vehicle and cocks her head to one side, takes a deep, passing whiff. She sneers, then her rough, massive tongue. Can hunt Archon in times of weakness. Oh, that can't be good. Something's wrong with Ash's constitution. Someone with Ash's constitution never show weakness unless there's something very wrong. The time has come for us to gather and descend upon the stone sea where the voiced rat and his gangs have dug their miserable warren. Once we've dealt with the Archon, I plan to melt down his twisted helmet and drop it in the deepest ocean. First we must secure the base in that region, sure to give us a position to strengthen ally our fighters and take the war to the Archon's doorstep. You look pale, Ash. Anything I can assist? If I look weary, it's because the downward Archon of Secrets has vexed me even along by far. We're better rid of him. I won't have you wasting time on issues that don't concern you. Before you take several more deep breaths and regard you with the intensity you haven't seen before. He is pissed! Archon of Secrets. Do you doubt it? I'm not naive to the Archon's power. The voice in the rat uses madness to cloak his brilliance, but never mistake it, he is mad. Cold tactics and political approach have always been out against the likes of him. Right, where do I start? I've sent an advanced unit of disfavored forces to the Stone Sea. The Scarlet Chorus presence in the region has them threatened in a location called Howling Rock. They dispatched a support unit to assist, where you can find the Jagged Moor Shrine. They will need you to help clearing a path to Howland Rock. What could I expect to find there? Since the region of Azure fell into ruin, the population of wild beastmen has expanded significantly. No doubt the Scarlet Crows have used this to their advantage, seeking to conscript as many of the brutes their mob as possible. The city of Halfgate was their last bastion of stability, though of course it's held by the Scarlet Chorus now. Where the support unit you might help? The tribe of Beastmen occupies the region. They are quick to tolerate human element that they imagine to be in their territory. There is no concern of mine, so cut them down as you see fit. Complete my mission. Garb yourself in their skins for all I care. Get the soldiers through. Jackimore Shrine is now locked. My Earthshakers have a plan to blight the land, starving the Scarlet Corps of home territory, offer them any help they need. See my will done upon the voices around. They're nearly at an end. I feel the Archon's doom ahead of us, like the peace to end the slaughter. Okay. All round, just level up. Okay, let's have a rest. I think we need that rest. Oh, I find her. Oh, turn on subject to the spy. Wow, I got a lot. Allow me to address you with such a title before it becomes fashionable to do. I pride myself on one who stays ahead of the trends. My Karos might some allow... Wow, I have to do a lot of shit. Oh, I have to... It's just... Okay. Like Karos might some allows others to exist. Questionable. Wow, I'm getting so many quests! I just did everything. The Overlord can certainly appear arbitrary, and if I've learned anything at this point, Chaos and... I know! Potentially aloof and distant, both the matters of personal security, and because if you are to wrangle the most powerful entities into Ratus, you'll need to keep them getting too comfortable. To me, it's the most obvious answer of Chaos knows exactly what you are doing. She probably approves your actions, like you're working at every opportunity to create a situation where you are acting like your own self-interest while satisfying her ambitions as well. Try to consider one important detail. There's nowhere left in Taratus to conquer another tiers the Overlord's grasp. With that, what will the generals even do in times of peace? The voice in Taratus is barely tolerable when you need to... spy master. Why keep around such a monster when you no longer have such a need of a gruesome weapon? Would argue it is in Karos' interest that the tiers be costly invasion that claims the lives of as many of the Archons as possible. Not enough meat on the tiers to keep too many sharks sated very long. Karos ordered everyone to take the Ascension or die. The or die must have been an acceptable option, correct? If I tried to hazard a guess, I'd say you'd have an unspoken backing of the Overlord. It's not like Blake and Mark can't find you when he wants. We're hearing about the killings. Your wisdom is a matter of greatly appreciated. The matter of mentioned brave and remarkable killings during my training. Give me 1 second. Sorry. So for the sake of argument... Okay. Give me a second. 1 moment, please. Okay. I am becoming an Archon. It's a matter of time until Blame Mark comes to kill me. It should have made grand displays of loyalty to the cause with a suspicion. We'll killing every threat. Matter of archival. Fit by the Wolfie Bay. I'm assuming this is actually Toradon. Oh, it's Rogalus. Forgive me by carelessness of rushed missive, no matter too urgent with luxury formalities. Ask for information. She said both the passive familiarity with the Silent Archive. I thought it was some bit of a secret. Perhaps the exchange of information in order. Tell me what you know of it, and I can provide what is the current whereabouts. Send it. I think that's a fairly safe one. Yeah, I was getting distracted. Fatebinder, you are to report to the Bastard Need Warrants. Be prompt as to what your time is. Send a coverage. As you request, I'll appear in the court in good time. Okay. And that's maybe because I lied. Sun's elucidation. Sun elucidation for all the okay. Seats of power. I've got to get all those. Kills in shed. Oh, I've got a new skill. So I'm just like, oh yeah, because you scared of me. Because I actually like the disfavored, she's scared of me. Okay. We have to go to the Bastard City immediately. By the look of it, so let's go. I can already tell this is going to end pretty... This might end messily. I'm very happy I rested. It's the Bastard City. Wow, it's quicker to teleport. Actually saved a lot of time. There's the other spires. Got a feeling that I'm being ordered to go and deal with some other areas as well. I know this is apparently a really long game from what I've been told. So apparently, like, it's bare minimum 100 hours. I've played like 20 odd. So delicious return. I don't know. Exit to await your return. Good. That is actually helpful. It means he's not pissed. Well, he might not be as pissed, at least. The dear Fatebinder is a poorly kept secret of Blame Mark's job. It's more about killing threats before they become a problem. Official executions are really a minority in his duties. As I understand it, Karos has long used Blade Mark as a preventative measure, since he can move about the world rather freely. He can evade all but the most absurd powers. He's a perfect prey to sin against wild talents. I'm sure few of the tiers have ever actually wondered why there were seemingly so few Archons born this far west. I'm sure folks with the potential to be Archon have recurred to the tiers time and time again, usually cut down by Mark before the word world hears of them. Slightly safe to assume Blade and Mark is his eye on you and his orders to use his own judgments as to when to strike. I've known the old man for ages. I've strongly encouraged you not to try to appeal to him. Think overt displays with overt displays of loyalty. He has no stomach for sycophants. Sincerely believe he thinks every human being is a selfish, twisted knave. There's those who are lying about it, those who accept what they are. No third type exists. So yes, I do think Blade and Mark will one day have to come for you, and as I said, you could always hide or end your life now. But where you're headed, conflict is likely inevitable. That's never good. You have to be under Mark's blade. You have to be under Mark's blade. I possess only scraps regarding the archive. Fragments gleaned from the oblique references across a dozen texts. The sages sought the way to preserve all knowledge that they collected, yet of it easily accessible for those they felt worthy of their secrets. I have found a reliable reference, a solution eventually settled on, but there certainly exists indication it implements something. Several documents intercepted after years. Some recently conquested the tiers makes a reference to the sages bearing their discoveries to the Veleb Citadel as tributes to be paid to the Silent Archive. But of which you wrote of it, I half expect you to tell me the archive is a living person, some sage volunteer kept alive, or else in a state very like life, though the guild arts of preservation and healing, their mind forcefully filled to the borders with every stroke of ink set to parchment, compelled through sigils of domination to reveal what they know the British. Enter the realm of speculation, I fear, for I've exhausted little evidence I have. Keep it in suspense no longer. What has become of the archive? Tell you kept it. Arrogance. Naturally save the archive. What did I destroy a combination of centuries of sages learning what I could use for better uses? Impressive artifact. Perhaps one day I will show it to you. That's what Central Stand once again supply the rawmongers of the bastard city restore us to peddle. Some seem to think the cunning twist of legislating displays some great support of the people of Starwater. That, of course, only leads to speculation about which people Starwater intend to benefit. The unbridled upstarts, the corrupt old queens. Others foolish believe you unraveled the Overlord's edict to prove that you could, as a sliver of cleverness could bring chaos low. As a scholar, I prefer primary sources of gossip, so allow me to ask you plainly, why did you choose to spare the child? It was the right thing to do, I think. When faced with the choice to save a child or consign it to death, I chose to save it. What doesn't even strange seem to me, either decision would have fulfilled Ivor's will. That's really how Storm meant the end of Blade's grave. Usually we got the more into it than that. I think it was the right thing to do. I think that's the perfect answer. It's like, well, yeah, it saved the kid. That was exactly why I did it. Who are you? They watch you. Hey, by what you approach, not you the blood, will keep peaceful with you. Hardened warrior stands, to have very bad or wrath. Lord to kill each other. Just come hunting for Faithbinder. The beast woman shoves and tosses Novo a deadly grin. Her crimson eyes bright with recognition, delight, and desire. They roam the Fatebinder of war slave from head to boot. But Beastwoman can see Fatebinder called Novo is remembered, kills and shadows vengeance. Yep. He bristles for a moment for the warrior may actually attack. As if I could forget. He taps his chest plate with 2 little fingers, hard enough that it clearly. I think they're dense. I'm not the same as I once was. Try to carve me another memento beast, I'll tear you apart from my loins. The massive beastwoman cocked her head to one side, studying her prey. Beastwoman too has grown and changed. Lost tribe, lost haven lands. Follow Alpha, who is human, sister the same, who is male. To survive, she sits back with her haunches and hops, a light tension between them to ease. Emma considers her words and nodding once gruffly to get set in the mouth to side for time being, else her a strange smile. Come on, let's be funny. Everyone tell me what the fuck just happened. You're low to kill his arrows. She bombs momentarily excited, upsetting down her rough mass of morph tongue. It dangles, dripping saliva between her fangs and jaws and lips. Shadow, the tear wants to hear. Tell human what happened. She teases her by the walk. Story not a care to tell. Now whatever. Novo retorts. He looks engaged in the beastman to clearly struggle to rein in his anger. But a short explanation safe is this. Once I lacked a healthy appreciation for the beast tribes of Haven, your monstrous friend here took someone very dear to me. It was correctly discretion. Princess Redbeard, trembling friend. That is all speak of the matter. And claim the spire advantage as well. The Cobweb's bizarre true. The Fatebinder rubs his fingers on the side of his chin, pondering his thoughts with great weight. After a moment he offers a wistful sort of smile. Someday I would like to witness for myself this tower that is driven through the realms like a blade thrust into the sky. And that's good for now. Kalia. Wolfie, I see you've returned to the fold. Your exploits in Vender's world matters of some discussion. The Fatebinder of balance regards you with a discerning eye. For the moment you feel she is trying to peer into the very depths of your mind. What can I do for you? You alone you can illuminate the dark corners of others. Positives. It's private business. Anything you can say to me, basically. I'm pretty sure it's clear, very cool. Those just goes all the matters. I actually don't remember what she sent me. Question of balance. Ah, okay, it was that one. Hey, just being afraid of privately. Just rolls around. They're interested in all this gossip. Part of me, I find an actual conversation engaging. Perhaps it's laid where the adjudicated guards are puffed up. She stalks up, suits herself. She moves lightly away from self-regard flock. Human as well as alpha means beast woman. Beast woman will edge and lurk. Will wait for humans to finish secret words. A slight smile dimples her. Hello. She confers no small amount of curiosity, peeking the shadows, scrounging for secret. What excites your chest? You like to pick your brain on something historical. Ever met about a mythos? That old lunar eyes looking to turn on one rogueless finally settled back down on you. Sure, she's read the edict maybe two at a time, a bit rattled. Thinks your lad requires an active service resting on the coverage of the past. Yeah, okay. I think this is all just law. Yeah. Maybe it's because the Arcanine forces. Why do the Arcans have such unusual names? That's actually a very valid point. Is yours so typical? She asks. Valid point. Tyranny claims his name's always been Tyranny, much as he expects us to carry out service through resorting to subjects and pseudonyms. Our Archon of War was only Ash before Karas and Graven, and Khan lapses him momentarily. I've always suspected the Overlord's private joke. She shakes her head rapidly at the F3. Suffice to say, when you're drawing that much attention, you call what the Overlord calls you, as loved by the Archons. What's your perspective on the Overlord? Turn on favour 2. Dangerous interest. The questions to plague you. Issue. What is it exactly is needed? I've issued a broker that yourself and filled that power. What do you think it was? I thought it was a key to unlocking a spell already in place. So you adjust the file stuff in incantation. Taps her chin with think fingers. Lingering effects. Can't remember the last time I goes around me. She nods scrutinising your features, but says nothing in response. What edicts have you read? Most recently, the edict of stone against Khan. Last year, she brushed its lower lip to the fingertip. Each word I spoke shook the land, drawing moisture from it. From me, I felt Khan's presence as raged through the soldiers dispatched to stop him. I felt him weakening my onslaught, moment overall. Under the Overlords, rather, not that I'm convinced that this vision existed. In that moment, I was Karas' mouthpiece, Karas' tool. I still wake within the crust of my eyes, freshly laundered my clothes to bear and layer of dust. What do you think is Karas' end goal? To win, I suspect, whatever form it takes. I can make some guesses, but that's all they are. Thus far, the Overlord has always had some new ways, new frontiers of soldiers against some new land to conquer, a front to villainize what left when the entire world falls under your control. Do you start melting down the swords to plough and devote yourself to developing society you wanted to establish, make the first set yourself to war? Do you seek to distance and make them your new enemy, or do you manufacture enemies from the most likely to challenge you? If any of those choices exudes the others. Talk about. I think we're good. The victory return, we have it further inquiries. Have you occupied your time in the bastard city? Turn on send me on assignments here and there, settle disputes between the locals, the adjudicators are otherwise occupied. Everything from trade disagreements to pushing chorus squatters out of basements. Real rewarding work. Anything happened while I was away? Oh, which ways all the glory of the war is not honoured, preserved for the likes of us. But the fish swimming in Tyranny's wake, picking up scraps along the way, were rather large and posing because of the bottom feeders of the tiers, but fish are the same. Anything happened? The whispers of Kangaroo disloyal to Graven Ash, Crash's command of the campaign of Azure. I took up the mantle of investigating near Plainsgate and judged the rumours to be true. Dispatched care by proclaiming Karas' Edict of Stone, very earth turned against the traitorous Ark and redismissed the sun with righteous judgment. You know my actions, you spy away. Don't act so surprised. My duty to ensure those who operate the adjudicator's name is spirit of law, not very letter. You may. Of course, I have a bit of hide. So you say, by the way, all evidence presented before me with objective eye. Assume me and watch Faith Binder, but don't concern yourself. There's no more than the citizen empire than expect. And you are rigorous. Faith Binder, you return, looking down with an inscrutable expression. You have questions the intangible. You tell me the old walls and the Bane. Discuss the old walls. Little enough for ancient structures saved that will predate all historical record. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get any info on that, finding those particular items then. Hey, turn on. Just a point. Kills and shadows, loyalty.
Alpha smells good. Fate Binder wants beast woman?
Okay, I think we're good. What actually is the reputation with her now? She's still scared of me, but actually not too far out of next year.
You return as summoned, despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. The court appreciates your devotion to our good work.
Thank you.
It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kairos' law in the frontier, your progress is a topic of some interest. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I am curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively. I understand that you've made a name for yourself in the ranks of the disfavored. Good. With the confidence of his soldiers, you should have no trouble rooting out corruption or chaos in Graven Ash's elite legion.
That's what Chaos' forces will chaos out of the
That
root.
is all this court has ever demanded of you. You do well to recall your duties with such exacting precision.
Thank you. I think that's a comment.
You have spent some time on your own recognizance. The efforts of our military and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for the troubles of this campaign?
I do not believe I have sufficient information to make an informed accusation.
Come now. Your decision does not bind you to an accusation at this time. I only wish to know if you have had success uncovering any evidence of misdeed or malfeasance. If you believe either of the Archons has acted in a manner not befitting their station, give voice to it.
I believe voiced in the right is guilty.
Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim?
Upon all defenders, Wizard took every particular trigger and actually baked the civil war into happening.
I suspected as much. Though what the Archon of Secrets thinks he can gain from inciting such a conflict is anyone's.
Yeah, he was inciting a lot.
I look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at the appropriate time. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
There's a question. No more question. Then be on your way. God, those guys are cool. This is This is pretty much the court. This is the bastard city. So this is where the Fate Binders like me work. But this is our like home base at least. Beats prolonged siege of Fate Binder, Joy Warrior can. Fate Binder, Lieutenant gives you cut nod. Abilities in this polished orb, but admit reprieve from battlefield training grounds. If Ash needs to stay here and represent his interests and occupation, W for the task. Yeah, that's fair enough then. I can't jump in a pit and I would literally just die. I can't commit suicide. Not in my own freaking city as well. Okay. Checking more shrine. Gate. Let's go to the mountain spire. And then we can teleport to the other spire if need be. But I need to find my blacksmith. That's my important one. I want to see if we can get... It looks so inviting. There's dark spirits swirling around underneath it. And it's like a 5,000 foot drop. That's not inviting for me. Ah, Rugalus. Rarely in my life experienced relief extended to the abyss inspired. No other action you've taken to this point, incredible may have been, has impressed me more thoroughly. The vagueness of the better uses of which you spoke could concern with less faith in your judgment. Once this civil war concludes, you and I have to study the archive thoroughly as to determine what aspects can be saved, which occurs you below. There's curious empathy for the notes you name your enemy. I sincerely hope that history remembers it is one of your critical strengths or your most dire weakness. Remember that the Overlord favours efficiency over empathy. Rare is the Fatebind who delivers both. I will try to do what it does. I have a spot of wrath from Turno. No! That is all from bringing... I want you to see this. Where is it? I know exactly where it is. Turn on. Of your orderly fair ways. That is all I gained for wrath. It's bringing in my a friend, one of my friends. Okay, you're the blacksmith. You have something for me? I want to teleport to the other one. That's the ocean spire. I think it was, yeah, it was the sunset spire was where I've had the blacksmith, I believe. I have no idea what that says. Lapel du vide. Don't know what that means. I'm dumb and not good at languages. How about these plazas metal? Can you make it for me? What can you tell me about it? This is the Hawkeye helm. With this, you'll be able to recreate it for you. From these plans in metal and old wars, can you make it for me? And plans for scorn metal here. What do you vote something for? Certainly fake binder. Okay, I'll create is Commander's plate. Create that. Scrolls are a thing, okay. By the last will command called the battle researchers from dying. Which is your companions. The call of the void. Fair enough. Crashing thunder. Is that a two-handed hammer? That is a two-handed hammer. Scorn. Okay, so it's a little javelin. Same pussy kicks us into the flashes. Don't think I've ever had that on myself. Hawkeye's hole. Hawkeye's spot for you, how much double feathers I suppose. That's a lot of accuracy. Quite forgotten. Simplicity, scale grooves, heavy arm forms, that could be nice. What do I need for the commander's plate? I need 10 bronze. Recruits needed, okay.
That's twice now. By Kyrus's icy nevers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but Never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
3. Anyone can do it. Just think of the word of you'll fly cars.
That's like saying winning a war is as simple as raising a giant army and making all maneuvers. Knowing what must be done and actually doing it, well, that's the dividing line between being a legend and being forgotten.
That's all for now.
That's twice now you've undone Kyros's edicts. If you're trying to invite the wrath of the Overlord, good job. The sages have their share of enemies, and there are some that may have thought the Edict of Fire a suitable fate. Regardless of what the sages do or don't deserve, the knowledge in the Vellum Citadel belongs to all of us. And Kyros's destruction of that knowledge is what really tangles my line. Breaking the Edict of Fire is a signal to Tyranny. The Overlord can be defied. The punishments can be overturned. More specifically, you are the one who can undo the Overlord's whims. What is it you need?
Wow. It's like, yeah, you're the one who can beat the shit out of a god. How do we get more people from him? Can I do something with the spires? I wonder if I can, I wonder if this works. Yeah, it is. Okay. Man buys before. It's the Fate by and Wolfie Bane. So many hours spent in the forge, Justin is a bit prone to gossip. Needless to say, Fate by the Mountain Spire has been subject to many conversations working my bellows. If made bold, I have a question for you. Ask away. As is little the same intensity of the forge. So, where does Iris truly stem from the magic of the edicts? Is it the Archons, or perhaps the laws subjects in their tail? Archons are the true source of Kyros's power, so mighty creatures at everyone's disposal. She can delegate much of her affairs as the reach becomes limitless. I'll give the commoners the works of Kyros's power. He lives a very close to Kyros's power. I'd say it probably is to do with the Archon. Reality, actually. I hadn't considered that. When the winds can be stirred, very utterances of no questions of control. Ah, my apologies. Don't do myself for philosophical. Is there anything I can do for you? What have you made for me? And then we'll check back later. Recruits can generate items for you and gain experience. Moira? Would you ever see? Heavy bronze armor. Not as good as mine. Not as good as mine. Better than mine. Not as good as mine. I will buy that. Yeah, I still have my badass helmet. Muted burning. Are you missing there? Yeah, no, you've got it. You've got one. You've got two. Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Where the hell did I get that? tenacity and form, 1 control and 1 vitality. No, they don't want to be terrible. Yeah, like that is exactly supposed to be for. Shadow Stride. That might be terrible. What's my current chest plate? No, mine's actually better. Also, I look badass like this. I mean, come on. Yeah, we should be good. Oh yeah, what are we supposed to do? What is our actual objective right now? Oh, wrong button. Travel to the Jagged Moor Shrine. Trial the Archon. Still more stuff to do with that. Steal the Justification. Stones of Elucidation from the Overlord's Breach. How am I supposed to get the second? Is there definitely something in the Old World's Breach I've got to get? I mean, it's got to be there, right? So I must be missing something. Oh, something's broken. You made her then, she's her favourite pupil, so quiet, so polite, soft spoken, terrible, care about this stuff. This is close to a breakthrough. If you bring with the stairs or play share results. Trouble fire of course, so we'll treacherous from man. That was the person I murdered, wasn't it?
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Can't do that.
It's gotta be in here. I don't like leaving areas without having done something. Without having done everything. Well, my voice. It's just the voice of my character. I think I know where it is. It's got to be over there.
Can't do that.
Okay, this is one of the few times I've got to look this up. The Stones of Elucidation. Okay, I would never figure that out. What you have to do, apparently, I'll send Verse, you can go do this.
I'm on it.
Apparently. It should do that.
Right.
Nope, Verse, stop it. Second still is the biggest ovals west. Okay, southwest. Okay.
Just point me in the right direction.
Castaway. A door. I'm in the wrong area, I just realised.
Will do.
Second Stively Station is west. It is located in the southwestern part of the map. So, we are just in Vegetable Central now. Yeah, the west is up here. Got it. I'm an idiot. But yeah, that's apparently how you do it. I literally went... You apparently have to... Hey, I'm allowed to cheat occasionally if I'm literally, like... Spent so long. I spent like an hour trying to figure this damn puzzle out, then figured that I have to come back later. I went, no, it sent me completely away from here now, so I can't be. I'm just dumb and not good at puzzles. My answer to puzzles is Smash. I'm gonna eat chicken. Okay. Got a few chicken wings. Okay. Southwestern part of the map.
Sorry, I can't.
There you go. Holy fuck.
Sorry, I can't.
Like digging, like motives scraping out like soil, furrowed deeply with claws, but cannot dig way back through solid stone. Yet
That can't be done.
Mm-hmm.
suppose I can do that.
Sirin,
If I
my support
must.
character, me, and Kills in
Keep
Shadow.
eyes and ears open.
I hate puzzles. Especially puzzles that cause me to...
Yes.
So much for going back that way.
Smash. And smash. It's
Can't do that.
You got it.
Just beat the crap out of it.
Felt nothing.
You just beat the shit out of it.
Take that.
Now puzzles are mean. Finally.
On it.
Not happening.
Puzzles give me life. Puzzles are evil. Hey, I like a brain teaser as much as the next guy, but
Can't do that.
thank fuck I looked that up. I would never have figured that. What hell? I might be. They got some pretty good voice actors for this game, if memory serves. So I'm sad I can't get over there. Oh wait a minute. That's probably going to be what sorts her out at the end. Considering the fact that that's the only thing I've looked up in this entire game, I'd say I'm allowed one or two. One or two to sort out puzzles for things that I should be able to do and I just can't figure it out. I didn't even go into that corridor. It was the main one. Didn't know it existed. You! I found the stones. Eyes widened to light examines the stones. Fascinating. I expect to see a few duplicates to with I to expect to see a few duplicates with existing specimens. He examines each stone, wrapping them in a lid and swallowed with care. Thank you, dear friend. Proved vital to understand the glyphs used in the build as the old walls. You've done more than I could ever expect, with only my humble offer as a reward. I just gained stuff. Nothing yet, in theory. Each one can help decipher some encrypted text, but there's no telling which stone and complement which text. They're all very dry and boring, I'm sure. Rest assured, they're very important. Honestly, young man, he gave some missions that there's no research will be lost. I'll take a copy with you. I'll find it useful. Yeah, quest complete. And somehow Verse learned how to be better at dodging because of that. There we go. Only have the important only have main quests now. I was going. I can't have not been able to sort this, right? Okay. Let's go to Jaganmo. Apologies about me eating during the stream, but I'm a little peckish. The tears will shake. Well, that was not an understatement, was it? Touch. Tree formation, rocket protrusion, magical organs can roam the stone sea during the conquest. Structures like these would form the wake of pressures. Sigil of stone. Ooh, we got a new thing. Wow, okay, we actually got a big thing. Focus intent, flesh to stone. Foe target versus endurance, petrified affliction. Cost the enemy to rock petrifying them spells. Very inaccurate. Stone spike, that could be useful. Draw a jagged spike of hard earth and stone from the earth and send it fly towards the foe. Spike interrupts the target, deal pierce or crush damage, whichever is greater. Or giant boulder. I approve of this one. From a huge boulder and send it hurling forward, the boulder bounces erratically and flattens everything its path. Deal crush damage and knocks foes prone. It could be pretty useful. That's a big fucking damage boost, actually. Watching no one can use it then. Duration, precision, cooldown, or armor pen. Yeah, no one can use it. It's barely usable as it is, to be honest, so. Interesting. Oh, Dragon Bush Ride, big gadgets, stone sea, bicycles, and slingers. Oh, hello. Hello. This? Nope, the same as yours. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming they're worse than hers, but for her job. Fucking hell. Oh, more people. Take. And a rock! This rock is stuff in it! This rock has a small plant in it. A lot of dead bodies here. I mean, that's to be expected, so. This is just a battle here, like, imminently. Ooh. Old water. 12 armor. Big rock. 2 iron, yes. Shout out. Sadis, that is awesome. I need that helmet. In real life, and in the game. Fatebind, the soldier salutes you with the smack of a meaty fist of bronze armor. Lieutenant Caldas, I just saw this. Jerks his thumb, his gauntlet caked in dust and blood towards the mountain of the man behind him. I won't get him to admit it, but Radix is too. Yes. That's Commander Ironcore to you, baby brother. Oh, there's a girl. And you as well, Fatebind. Elite Iron Guard casts a steely glance in your direction without offering you a salute. Forgive me, I do not have the time to undertake pile of pleasantries. We're on a campaign of the highest importance, I'm sure you understand. I actually do. Let me apologise for both. Cardis clears his throat, so there's half hacking, half deep guffaw. He slaps his lazy attention headrest and covertly held to his broadsword. I humbly apologise for both of us, but you can't. Don't mind asking, what's brought you to these parts, sir? Tips his head, looking at the stone exposed behind him. Sure she looks pretty, but don't let the big peaks fool you. The lines are later. That could be taken so many ways. I thought I'd stir up some trouble. As a bit of a war of it, a hold the above the cordage for to secure the stone. Glory of cats. Which is Squadron Station, dear. Weeks of escort fire, damnation secret. As if that would happen, he weighs down to this proposal of a dreamer. The fantasies often intrepid and ill-advised. We are en route to Howling Rock to bolster a fort. The Earthshaker's cause remains. On account of you, I'm skinning beastmen and dragging rock spurs from my boots instead of sucking stalwart. Levels the Iron Guard. If I was going to dream about anything, it would be about leveling this wretched shithole realm behind. Again, isn't it the Archon of Stone? Precisely, yes. During our primary campaign to conquer Azure, Khan broke completely from Ash's command, and short thereafter, as fate bound Calio cast the edict for his execution. The Iron Guard widens his stance, glass stiff behind his back. While I devoted myself to as Khan's apprentice for many years, rest assured that I am in heir to the Earthshaker's Guild. I mean, steadfast in my service to this favoured Kairos, demand for loyalty, absolutely, so I understand well. If you understand or forgive is why you would choose for the savages or his own disciples. Is they savages, you mean, beastmen? Quite surely, for Khan risk the entire guild on account of primitive beasts is wholly contemptible, nor did he hear the ruin of himself, his name nearly reigned the same as his. Humans have 2 eyes, yes? But always having trouble looking past the length of those sets and grunts clearly crossed. And he's not that at all full of himself. That's good-naturedly. You both Earthshaker and Iron God? How that comes to pass? Not by choice, I can assure you. I merely desired to study under Khan's tutelage, but after we pledged our allegiance to Ash, the position was more or less forced upon me. He looks down a moment and catches himself slumping. Not that I would represent the position bestowed on me by the General himself, though I am one of the rank and I'm not one for rank and file as Khan's protege. Clearly I was out of your selection. Speak of another matter. So be it. I'm not going to just do that. How are they dangerous? Call the Jaganmore Shrine an account of crystal formations, and beastmen don't kill you, the consequences steep off drop-offs will. Come now, quit's a little consequence to an Earthshaker, baby brother. It's foul beastmen to contend most with. Why are they here? And why are you here? The beastmen consider this place some sort of shrine? Something about big elder teeth and dead ancestors made a sacred ground for them. Shit if I know or care. The Shakers say it's a place with concentrated magic, that's about as far as I've understood it. Ask him about military stratagem and he'll light like sparks of sulphur. When it comes to alchemy and the arcane, he understands it's fundamental at best. The site's sizable protrusion in the Azulith expanse temporal resonance on par with geoacrapic elucidation, the purest regularity, so as one can imagine the area's particular value, the study of Earth Arcanum, and is likely as well appealing to chose creatures hold attunement to its land. Humans are nothing at peace from ways. Jackabores are hollowed lads and stone stalkers because land's rocks are ancient, are jutting and mystic. Right, of course. Sure. What exactly are elder teeth? It's refreshing to speak towards civil understanding considering I could for the 7 weeks. Beastmen called Azulith is called such because of their teeth-like formation. The elders are trying to use them. We know they have magical properties, amplification of magic, and rest still in use. Care is fascinating. Let's see. I know, kills and shadows, don't worry. Come to the purpose. Vanguard turns crushing wave of intention to you, one strengthened by both magic and austerity is resolved after a moment. The severity of Scrooge's skull crumbles, he nods unspoken decision. I'd be a fool to turn down the end of a fight binder, save one so renowned, and accept any assistance I can acquire in uniting the Earthshakers of Howling Rock and defending the fort to the Khan's remains. Commander is trying to say is we're beholden to have you. Cadus grunts, shooting his brother a pointed look. Oh, he's just a little guy. Actually thought the one was a boy and a girl. Getting the Howler Rock is the easy part. Saying, but I expect more zeal from you. Say anyone who shields piss on their mother for a chance to fight in Ashizada. Deserve them to die for Ashizada. I think we're supposed to worry about this fake binder. Alpha is right, Patrick be hunting ironclads, not least. So let's say. So what did you come here for? Digging land. Can't set you to dig retreats, sir. You should fight more suitable as right. What is your invaluable rank? dangerous. So with all respect, not sure what you mean, sir. He's incorrigible, don't enable him. Over the little cast fire, I'll cut you a path for Howling Rock, but I expect adequate illumination. Think I'll be the one to cave, the assault was taken. If you want my help, then there you are. I sure as shit don't fight for the pay, so if it's rings you want, I can't help you. But if it's way you, I'll give you the last of my rations. Well, to stop for it, to see how audacious by... As you ever audacious. Have your rings to help us to take this food as well. Yeah, we got fish and cheese and crap. Lieutenant Groot's annoyed, no his commander's bait. Driftly draws a sword, Crouching says basic facts. Covers the path to Howling Rock, I won't need the rations. Fastest routes to Stone Age Gorge, but like I said, the area swarmed with cores. Okay, so loud issues, got it. Pleasure to be of service. We're prepped for heading out, guys. Oh, someone leveled! My squad protected the commander of his Shakers betrayal way behind you. Fate Binder, should you arrive before us, which I am always assured that you will, you need this code, the Shador Kent's forgotten name, to the entry compound. Pay attention, it's quite an intricate sigil. Master of Earthshaker's Guild, Carmen to the streets. Thank fuck I don't actually have to remember this. They were twisting, drawing his fingers through the air that appears in witness to the motion of a spell, and in a magic to unlock. The settler using it as a code of communication instead. Give the guards practice. Is that impressed? That's good! Just like down code, just precisely. You live for your rotation. Good way back. What can you tell me of his demise? I heard he's not dead yet, and I mean that. You can hear him at night shuddering burning like the wind through the mountains. He should address us. The Shakers could tell you best why they've been treating and keeping him alive. Experimental, not restorative. I assure you they've already assured Ash his examination learning purposes only. There's yet much knowledge and power to glean from our forebearer. Train. I know we can't do anything to save him, but it means doing reprehensible. Put him out of his misery, stop his meaningless torture. And lose lifespan of advancement? Don't be absurd. God himself would wish for us. Why do you think he betrayed his orders? What is ever the nape of his neck? Why would anyone? The world's full of vices tempt a soldier. Booze, brothels, betting, and the 3 B's! I'm sure I'd figure Earth magic must be a damn mire of drug to tempt an archive. Of a drug to tempt archive from duty. I guess it aren't so inhuman after all. Resemble base of operations. Obviously, securing Cal was the first priority. You think we'd let those savages or worse, Chorus get their hands on them? Something else. Are you two, you're related? That's right, sir. We're brothers born if not bred. He slaps Radix out in the backyard inside a gauntlet. We share a mother, much to Radix's regret. My brother, impetuous as he is, likes to rely on brawn and chant as he marches through life. I, however, being the elder and higher intellect, am fortunate enough to inherit the core of the land. He says that, but I'll be the one keeping his head from getting lopped off when we attack next. These two are getting more sentimental, looking to push their face together as hard as I possibly can. Is apart from one another. Not like we were sent away on account of him being 12 years old and knowing he acts with magic. He left for Taratus to do the can. Can't say I missed him much. Ever been buried alive, sir? Earthquake. Our log said, do I remember, he was quite proud. Not of that incident. She was reasonably furious when I thought he left. Even though I left you an air hole. That was the one from the ground, lightly tremors. It was a great honour to see you there. Who are they? Don't know. The Lieutenant shrugs. Right, that does it. It was our father couldn't have been rid of me. Can't deny the injury of a woman or a woman's inheritance even covered before the legs of Radix's stodgy guild. What is it like studying undercard? It's usually arduously edifying. Want me to claim that I was like a dirty father? I cannot. He was ruthless when needed to be, and above all, brilliant. He was an arc and a powerful one at that. If you want to access those heights of power, you have to be dedicated. If you aren't willing to train, you aren't worthy to wield that power. Okay, I think we're good. And somebody leveled. Oh, Siren leveled. Nice. Does he have a debuff on it? Eater to stone. Okay, minus to all magical skills, prone duration, and control stone. Okay, so she actually does have... This is actually a pretty bad spot for her. I think she needs health. Some abilities and cooldown reduction would be good, I think. Let's take a look. Guys, for instance, is even better. Movement speed, recovery time, accuracy, hit precision, health. Could be useful. Maybe against the same power of the voice create something. Protected particles. Just attack it. I think an increase of range would be good. Maybe it's try the outcomes then. Favorite soldiers across Scott Corridor versus Stones. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Halfgate, to top of Mason Forest, then see Great Quakes, set up building. Yeah. To Halfgate, because it's closer. Hands cold. Wow, there's earthquakes. Just this place is permanently just quaking. Who the hell are you? There's a Scarlet Chorus. Jay the River, well, lo and pissy behold, look we have here, the great fight binder of Turnon. Come and greet his excellency. When I was bound, worship like dogs at your feet, she runs a finger of a ragged blade. Always settle this with a bit of fun. Oh, just arrived, and you're ready to test my patience. Well, shit, I've already got upset the mewling cacahuete. No, don't hurt me, fate binder, I'm trembling. Can't believe this frustrating amount of time was already ours. Only a question would do to talk about you. Slice down your face, mayhaps, or a dagger between your shoulders as you walk away. I'm positive either. I take you want to learn why they call me the Reverend of Stalwart. Stalwart pales and grips silver blade, but hesitates to draw it. A joke, eh? Just having a bit of a row. No need to be so eager to die. Right. No need to get all worked up over it. After a moment of uncertainty, she breaks and fallout retreats into the air. Quickly, misery! The fate binders! Quickly, misery! The fate binders coming through. It's like, I guess you want to see why! Tells me to the leg of her. Good call. That was a fun one. It was like, oh, I guess you want to find out why they called me like the Destroyer. It's basically what I just told him. It was like, we'll be alright, don't worry about it. I got that without a fight. Who the hell is these? Stone Sea Villagers. Okay. Watch your step behind the Stone Sea is rather steep drop from half-gate edge. Don't want to slip off now. What a poor trader do for you? This place sure has been wrecked. Fate bind, and by a fate bind like us. No offense to you, of course. Your good justice. But if I ever met my sights somewhat on who did this, I'll give him a right piece of my mind. It's a Since he lost everything with the edict, homes are people, even a name. Can't imagine what it was like to watch her click and burn. I actually wasn't doing this because I didn't do the conquest here. I don't believe. Or you two behave yourselves. Death side is settled, only deal with the occasional rumbling. The tremors come and go like sweepings in the storm. Scarlet chorus least won't. But so problem. Yeah, I'm feeling creeper. Can I help then? It's been the Earthshakers are protecting Khan. But for the life of me, I couldn't tell you why. Maybe there's a trembling he causes every time he rattles and moans. Or it rebuilds so long the Archon lives. Cassius thinks as the car scores that cow. Well, we don't like him. We don't hate them either. They've got a plan to stop the earth trembling. They say kill Khan, kill the Quakers. Once the land's at rest, we can build and farm again. Anything noteworthy, Stock? I'm afraid not. I'm plumb out of, well, everything. A bit of gabbing's all I've got to trade at the moment. If you're in the market.
On it.
Well, I pissed everybody off pretty significantly. Seems though we've got a bit of combat here. Okay, who are you? You are just a horde. And you are also just a horde, so I've got some rabble, basically.
Come at me, grave meat.
Kill the Fatebinder!
Dodging is so unfair!
Because the shadow's just too big.
Bleed out, you little shit.
You're all pretty interesting. There's a riot going on by the look of it. Oh, we are kicking off already. Ranker? Ooh, that's a new one. You're a Scarlet Fury. I've already had you guys before. A Ranker looks like he'd be a pretty formidable guy, though. So, I think that's probably one of the big heavyweights. Slash!
Sorry, I can't.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Okay, Ranker down.
You'll have to hit harder than that.
Okay, you're doing fine.
Will do.
Darren, what are you doing? Darren, what are you doing?
Let them think they can hit me.
Da, 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 da. I repose. Bang. That was pretty easy. Just in case. Let's save there. I think I got lucky by being able to like deal with that Rancor pretty early, because that looked like a pretty formidable enemy. Left claw. Beastman is shackled and cannot move. Examine. Beastman lies bound and able to move. Okay, do one of you have the key? You have a bow. Box over here. Hello. Open sandals. They're a good recovery item, are they? Oh, they're the same as hers. Damn it! Whetstone. You get back over here and kill the shadow. You look important. Must be my lucky day, Crimson Spear cocks her helm, hidden face to the side, and steady warily. Get to bathe in my Arabella in Fatebinder blood. She stomps with a hip squared crouch, pivots a log spear overhead, movements. As her hand movement speed, the bronze spear begins to wump and snap in the air. Slaps a spear. Could be the last one you're ever gonna hear, but you're gonna die now. Well, come at me then. I'm starting to run out of last words to offer, to be honest. I'll be sure to carve that on your tombstone. Just kidding, I'll leave your corpse rotting in the streets.
You have no hope.
I see as the crow flies.
Bloodhound, bloodhound.
You'll have to hit harder than that.
That odd.
Oh, we found a thing.
Nope, will not.
Get on with it. Good thing she's immune to bleeding.
Bleed out, you little shit.
You did excellently, didn't you? Oh, that guy's still on fire. I forgot she has that.
Do I so not happening?
Just beat the shit out of him! He's like, just get him in the corner and beat the crap out of him. Sapphire? That's worth quite a bit, actually. Healing potions. I will take those. Save game. Save. Let's continue on. I think there's someone's just cats over there, and they did not move at all in this entire combat. So there should be 2 odd people over here still. There's a big dog. Oh, there's just 3. Anyone important? No, just 3 little boys. You gonna run? You're not gonna run! That's impressive on its own. You just shoot that one. Squash that one.
Not happening.
And it first just goes behind him.
Felt nothing.
Immunity to bleeding turns out really useful on her.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Okay, kills the shadows excited. You say last Scarlet Chorus gangsters and terrorists half-gate the town residents once more emerge from their homes. Vendor stores are reopened for business. Shows for players controlled roads. The crowds gather in the village squares. Daily life resumes. Sweet, we did it.
Classic example of the Overlord's devastation. Like a battering ram, the edict cleared everything in its path, including the farmlands we need to keep the army supplied.
Good. Every last one of you can starve and the world will be better for it. Maybe if you didn't force everyone to fight for you, there would be more food to go around. But yes, let's worry about the poor chorus trudging through the world.
I'm just gonna let them two deal with it.
What's that? A man was hounded, chased, and tortured, and then had a spell of such power dropped on him that it literally tore a town into pieces? Who cares about that?
Wow! Did she actually shut down Verse successfully for the first time ever? That's impressive. Oh, someone leveled as well, though, luckily. Oh, Verse leveled. Sweet. Their accuracy is insane. It's a bit of strength. Just more damage. Now then. More athletics would be good. Disappear by... I think blood calls blood. I mean, turning versus crits into AoE attacks is pretty nice. Sarah, what regards Master Fatebind? How do you do? Many folks' lives around here, but then again most of the folks have been bumping into lately a Scarlet Chorus. They're not the likes of anything but rotten. What can I do for a nice gentleman for you? Say I want to help around town. What can I do? Stopping quips would be a blessing, that's for sure. Don't guess you've any thoughts on how to do that, do you? Scarlet Chorus claimed to have a plan before you killed them. Gosh, catching yourself. It goes so comfortably before dug in the corner of her mouth a tiny rag. Now I didn't mean by that, Master Fatebinder. If any of you hadn't come along, I wouldn't trust such a chorus promise. Sure, they have others out. There's others out there in the Stone Sea, but who knows what they're capable of, if anything. Oh, they've been mucking out, stirring up trouble for weeks, trying to conscript a lot of us. I'm glad you got rid of them. General folks don't like their methods, Master Fatebinder. This person reminds me like a hobbit. that's the picture of this person at the moment. They're a hobbit. Granted, some prefer the company of choruses is favoured, and I don't blame them. If all the chorus want to save the land, and they were proclaimed, I'd be happy to aid them too. The way we're seeking to swell their ranks, I think they've got another agenda. What would that be? Everyone knows they're Earthshakers camped in the Howling Rock, whatever they're tinkering with out there. The Scarlet Chorus want to stop it, or maybe they just want to cause bloodshed. Either way, they'd need bodies for the attack, wouldn't they? Can you tell me about this favourite operations at Howling Rock? This favourite entrenched themselves at Howling Rock not too long ago. Damn Earthshakers won't leave no matter what we tried. She sniffs primly indignant remembrance. But then there's going that rumbling Archon making the earthquakes worse. Happy to be rid of what's on the land. Okay. You don't think the voice will retaliate, do you? Probably. He's not overly fond of me, all things considered. Ooh, is that bronze? Yes, it is. Grayson. It's Robin. Grayson, Fatebinder, Slayer of Choirmen, Keeper of the Peace. He rushes towards you, arms outstretched, and grips you tightly around the waist before realising he's intruded. Quickly backs away, pats him and dusted up behind. Many different faces come to the town, but Howard could miss one of them. Single-handedly slay those gangsters. Seems every other day. He literally he was so happy he actually ran up and hugged a Fatebinder. That's emotion right there. Also, it's balls. He's every other day got new scans, artifact options, just completely odd folks with this boss. Almost essentially, if you ask me. And then kills the shadow at the moment he sniffs his face, turns his out. Look, as if it's one type, it's another. He looks back at you and smiles again, although he doesn't quite reach his eyes. What is other type? Stronger than pathetic human type? She scratches his ears, can't hairy teeth, and grins as her grins their vibes. Well, aren't you just pleased with yourself, beast? Making a joke at a human's expense. You should stay on your toes, Gracie. You let the beast get the better of you. Is there anything I can help you? Any information you need about? Have you seen this favour in the area? I haven't seen any personally, but I've heard the setup around Ken's body handling rock, the earthquakes. What are they doing in Halfgate? Not much, just gain people. Oh, I've got to tell you, the king promised to help us with the beastmen, telling everyone to take care of the earthquakes. Tell me more about Halfgate. Oh, let's see, call the Plains Gate until Khan came traipsing through. Very beginning of the campaign. Yeah, pretty much. Nothing. Don't worry about it. But you can't win a war without casualties. At least that's what we're told. I'll just do the talky bits and then I'll have to call it for the stream and D&D afterwards, as Joe actually well knows. After earthquakes lost a lot of people possessions, but other than that, I guess he can open up in the eye of the storm. What do you know about it? Can. Say the other is he has ruined our lives. We have been beset by earthquakes. We lost many friends because of him. After the destruction, he headed out of the stone sea and was still alive. His body turned to stone. Story is trapped and causing the earthquakes and going death throes, tearing the land apart. Was Dante's favour will let him die. He wasn't suffering. You know where I can find his body? This place called Howling Rock. I'm no adventure. My entire life is here in town, so I wouldn't even know where to begin. Let's go up and just keep asking our someone's back here what to do. Affected settlers of this town? Townsfolk have taken adjoining scavenging crews headlong into the Stone Sea in search of artifacts or other treasure. Problem is, the Stone Sea is full of dangers as scavengers put their lives in danger in town. Anything they can do to help these scavengers? There's indeed a way you can help find a binder. A scavenging mission went out a few days ago. We haven't seen them since. The longer they're gone, the more I'm sure they won't be coming back. Look for Lost Group. It's a wonderful news, Fatebinder. Thank you. Father grabs your hand, shaking you vigorously. They were on the way to Stone Down, but no one knows that they arrived. No Stone Down. It's Stone Stalker territory. It's dangerous for humans to venture in their tribally claimed lands. What do you know about the spires? Deep in the heart of Beastman territory, there's one, those dangerous parts. You best be watching your back out there. The other is surrounded by those rock worshippers. That Colossus of Stone, Stone Colossus? Yeah, giant of an Archon. He kept moaning and groaning as he made his way across the land, left destruction in his wake. Riled up the beastman something fierce, believe he fell near the stone spire? He gives his head a scratch pondering the situation. Some vendors tell you more, they know they have some dangerous scavengers, but that's all I need for now. Interesting. Speak with the beastman. You approach, take a good look at the area where the towers people chain beastman brutally on display at some kind of public attraction. Wonders his torment, his visiting exhausted to very battered and bloody shaking. Snaps a few drawing down as he strains against the barns. Back away or lose both life and limb. Left claw is killing teeth can still maim human. Hush and lie still. Do not snap at Alpha if beastman wants to be freed. He cries and jerks relief fully through his teeth. Kills in shadow! Left claw of the pack Alpha would come. Please help Beastman. Beastman growls deep. Has Beastman forgotten how to listen, when to obey? He said to be quiet, stop with the last word, bring, kill the shadows, no longer Alpha of the pack. Beastman follows Fatebinder. You two know each other? Left claw was pack whelp of kills each other before Beastman left pack for Fatebinder. Oh, he's one of those ones, okay. Whelps are always falling into trouble that protection for kills each other. Humans claim Beastman killed settlers, but Beastman was only hunted brown boar. Stonestalkers don't eat meat from humans, tell settlers. Left claw good hunter, tracked boar for tribe, but got bit by iron moor near a ridge of human den. Bled, but it was a ripped through leg. And some work. Humans gain hard breaths. could be curious, but why are you named Left Claw? Left Claw is best claw, brood sister and blood brothers use right claw, most when hunting, but beastmen learn left claw is faster, left claw is stronger. Okay, so he's left-handed. He's called Left Claw because he figured out he's left-handed. You shouldn't have heard him close to town. But I don't believe he killed the missing settlers. No. And human will free beastmen? What fate do you see? That's kind of adorable. I'd like to hear more evidence on the matter. Proof beastman's mistake, a beastman's shame of being caught like prey. Left claw cannot show both carcass to human, rot, smelling, chorus, bird carcass, earth, blood and ash. Human can see where trap gnaws into left, yes? See that. He's a beast! He was caught coated in blood. What evidence do you need besides there's a chorus that dragged him in? They saw guilt firsthand. The chorus! You mean the ones who watched me kill while you cowered from the shadows? No, I don't think it offered testimony of the matter. How many villagers disappeared the last bad? Devil villagers. He pales the backwards. By a body of raucous crab eyed just as forward. What do you mean to say, Fatebinder? Of course you are the authority in the matter with Latura's power. You can see the truth of things, even hidden ones. I know. I've heard a million stories. How many villagers disappeared the last span? Were any bones found from their bodies? Who doesn't disappear these days? We've lost so many I can scarcely keep count. Scavengers are set for Valley, but never return with skilled ones like Drakkar. Circumstantial, but it doesn't compare. Do you have his hearsay on either side? So, why? You say it was not going to fight Binder? I'll take the word of a mongrel. If we believe they should try to step forward with a raucous crowd that trips full knock his side, shoulder and face down. You try to get us killed? You want to get a new edict cast upon us or worse? He's like, what the fuck? Alpha will support Bolverk's wishes. Rank and second commander of Beast Tribe position. Will help Beastwoman and Beastmen to survive. Beastman broad chest heaves of fear, ratchets up his pants rapidly. What will a human do with left claw? Either free Beastmen or end Beastman suffering. Before I just create a verdict. Are any of you important? Oh, it's Andorra. Okay, you. Oh, you've just got a name. Oh, hey, Griven. I'm Griven. Your Fatebinder bitch talking about. Why is there a beastman here? Back with the town's permanent market farmers, stone stalkers work the beast to burn and haul a plough mostly. Learn not to complain when carving strike them foul idea to take back the land. Ancestors, nothing bothering about it ever since. Not long ago, we dragged to town. We've done our best to look the other way, but it seems you won't be satisfied with us being. Now there are hunters. You assume the Beastman's guild, though you know he was hunting a human. He's a beastman, it's what they do. Humans kill humans, what the humans do, even our characters packs hunt each other while humans do extinction. I do prefer to keep your nose out of those things, but I feel certain of the Beastman's. But if you feel certain, might consider doing something about it. Yep, see you in a bit.
On it.
I'll just sort this out. I am about to go and just go, okay, he's innocent. They can deal with me. Off of turn on. Really true. The claw won't forget help from human. I leveled up. Delicate creature dead by children. I can't believe you freed that monster fate, but we both know the beastmen are a plague in our culture out to restore our former glory while they didn't little know of the prey. They should be hunted to extinction growing at our feet. I will find another way to serve Highgar's interest, but this isn't it. I suppose it's good to hear that Tyrann's agent hasn't forsaken us entirely then. His dark times usually growing more reliant, but was the cast for survival. Fair, well, Fatebinder, try not to forget us as you go set the war. Alright, may a resource that is your disposal. This rock. It's like, I will break you all if you dare to oppose my judgment. I am a Fatebinder. That is my ruling. And my word is law. Okay, now we actually leveled up here. Let's upgrade our already pretty monstrous vitality. We're at nearly 300. Then stone door, make your way. Hey, we get a skill, don't we? Rampage. Rampage. Okay, let's go into the door and we'll stop it here if there's no combat. I think we should leave it there. Let's leave it on a cliffhanger, eh? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoyed playing it. We actually did quite a lot here. Well, we didn't do a ton, but we got a lot of like minor things done. So, hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm going to be going right now because I've got D&D. Hope you all guys enjoyed and have a fantastic evening, every single one of you. See you guys next time. Have fun.